Funny. It was funny. Perfect timing for you to drop too.
Yeah, my internet just died again. Okay. Let's start again in 3, 2, 1. We were having technical difficulties. That's what I did. Daring to speak about something that isn't video games. So where did I leave off? Yeah. I'm gonna flip around the other 2 movies I've watched here. I watched Split.
Yeah.
James McAvoy's magnum opus, Split. Obviously, we can't spoil anything about it because I went in not knowing anything. I think even if you don't like the movie, you should go watch it for the performance McAvoy gives in that movie.
Yeah.
It's incredible. And the girl who plays Claire?
I don't know, but yes.
Yeah, the main character. I thought it was really good. It wouldn't be my top movie of the year because I thought it ended a little flat in a way that we can't talk about without spoiling it. But man, McAvoy in that is just... I
think he deserves an Oscar for that performance.
Yeah.
He deserves all of the awards.
Yeah.
Oh, it was outstanding. And where it went at the end with the... I can't really talk about it.
The last half an hour is crazy.
I didn't see them going that direction.
Yeah. I think the thing to watch that movie for is definitely McAvoy's performance because there's so many little things he does in that movie that's really, really well done. And I think the other thing is watching how Shyamalan can squeeze a 2-hour movie out of basically 3 rooms. And it's fascinating. It's so good. And the last movie I watched, which is one of my favorite movies I've seen in a really, really long time, is Get Out.
Oh, nope, I haven't seen it. Oh!
Yeah, I cannot recommend...
Oh, wait, no, Get Out, yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking of a different movie. Yes, Get Out.
I sort of wish I didn't know what the plot was before going in, because I accidentally got it spoiled, which isn't the biggest deal. It's basically...
Wait, did I do it?
No, it was someone on the internet. So basically my first viewing would be what most people's second viewing would be, where it's sort of like, oh, okay, that's okay, cool. There's nothing wrong with Get Out. Nope. Just period. I mean, that is such... Every minute of that movie, a lot like Split. Like, Split has no wasted seconds in that movie. There's nothing wasted in Get Out. Every single actor is incredible. The whole plot is implausible but believable, and it just... It's so good the entire time, and just every single part of it is incredible. Yeah.
Well, that's as believable. I mean, that like you said, like it's implausible, but it has this level of oh my gosh, because all of us have seen Hypnotist.
Yeah.
Oh, should I not allowed to say that?
You're fine.
No, that's fine. But anyway, all of us have seen those shows. Like I didn't really believe it until I witnessed it in person.
Yeah.
We had that one hypnotist come to our college that one time, and it blew my mind.
Yeah, yeah. I can't recommend Get Out enough. If you don't know what happens in the movie, you need to go see it before somebody spoils it. Even if you're like me and you do know what the crux of the movie is, it's still a really great viewing experience, and it probably means I don't have to watch it twice to get the full impact of the movie.
Yeah, I mean, me and Jess and I were really very, very lucky. We went into Split and Get Out literally knowing nothing about either movie.
Yeah,
literally nothing, and I think both of those are so incredible.
Yeah,
like everything they do is so great. Like those two have very easily jumped up to my like favorite movies of all time kind of list, just because they're so well executed.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's right up there with Cabin in the Woods for those like genre style movies, and that's what I mean. I defended Shyamalan in my review of what was it? Split was when he buckles down and makes a straightforward movie that's got 3 specific acts and that gets out of his own way. He can do a good movie.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Split. Like I said, like Split has a fairly simple premise, but the strongest part of it is every person in that movie is an incredible actor, and they waste no time. It's a flat 2-hour movie, and no second is wasted in that movie. It's incredible.
It feels like it's 90 minutes. It doesn't feel like a 2-hour movie. It feels like 90.
Yeah, and it's so great, and I can't recommend both enough, but If you can only see one movie, you need to see Get Out.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's incredible, and I'm so glad to see that that has done really well for that director, and just has done. Split did really well. That movie only cost $9 million to make, and it made $235 million back. So like that did pretty well, and Get Out is in a pretty similar position. So. Yeah, I didn't play anything this week because I watched 4 movies, but all of them were pretty good to great, and I understood 3 of them. But let's take our first break here.
Right.
It looks like we're back live now. Both YouTube and Twitch are loading.
All right. I'm gonna get some more water.
All right.
Okay.
Looks like YouTube might still be having a minor problem here.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Wait, I don't have monetization turned. No, okay. Alright, yeah, YouTube and Twitch are both loaded. It says nobody's watching on YouTube, but that could just be because the numbers are off. Stupid internet. I should just start resetting it before we go live.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it looks like YouTube's back.
Alright, let me load it here on my end. Still says yellow for stream health. Yeah, no one's watching. Alright, well.
I see 3 people in the Twitch chat, but
yeah,
I'm watching by
YouTube,
so
on Twitch.
Yeah, I'm watching on YouTube right now, so.
Alright, we'll just let it go. Unfortunately, that's all we can do.
Yeah. Technical difficulties.
Yeah, I'll just have to start resetting this before we go live. I finally figured out why XSplit was crashing.
Was it all the fucking graphic updates? Did you get them all updated?
Yeah, I was 30 versions behind. Shocker that would cause an issue. So dumb. It was my own fault.
Agents in chat, does Nobs have a man bun? He doesn't. He's got a Cristiano Ronaldo ponytail. And you'll know what that means because I know you're a Chelsea fan. So you watched the Premier League at some point, so you know who he is.
So itchy. Hey, Scuttle. Hey, buddy. Psst, psst, psst. You can't leave, dude. The door's closed. Scuttle.
I'm pretty sure if I open my door, Louise is sitting right outside. Did you see that photo?
Hold on. I'll be right back. I'll show him to the stream, but I gotta let him out.
Cool.
Hey, buddy. Come here. I know you don't like me picking you up.
Why have you got no flavor right now? Get your flavor sorted. Oh, big ginger's got go.
Show him how weird your face is. Alright. Go ahead.
Hello. Hello, chat. Hello, Boston.
I had to take him to the vet a couple weeks ago because he was starting to seriously attack our other cat. and found out that on top of the thyroid, the hyperthyroidism he has, he also has basically nothing left of his hips, like the stuff between the ball and joint.
Yeah.
Very, very little of that is left at all. So, which is surprising because I think he's only like 8 to 10 years old, so he's only, middle-aged for a cat.
Yeah.
But thankfully we're addressing that, and now he's actually back to normal.
Dime, do me a favor, tweet me that link for me. If you put it in chat, I will miss it. So if you can tweet me a link to some place where I can get that stuff, I would be greatly appreciated. It sounds like a drug deal going down right now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, anything called killer custard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, did you saw the photo I think you did, Boston, that Jess put up last week while I was recording the show?
Luis waiting for you.
Yeah, like literally sitting right outside the door on the balcony just waiting for me to come out.
Okay, what do we have here for the Gamescom stream? X1 Project Scorpio Edition is 500. More than 100 games will be enhanced for Xbox One. Regular console is 400, and they have a... Looks like there's a firmware update either out now or out soon to help you transfer your stuff from one console to another.
It hasn't come out on my Xbox yet. Jess might have it already.
Yeah, it might be part of the preview thing.
So...
I didn't share show notes with you. 1 second.
I got them, I think.
Knobs. Boop. Alright, you should have it here in a second. What time is it? 3 o'clock. Alright, let's get started once you guys get the... There's a Minecraft bundle and a Shadow of War bundle. Oh, Shadow of War bundle is only the S, not the X.
God, Crackdown, you suck!
Yeah.
Save it. Pre-orders are finally live for both Xbox One X's. There's a really bad-looking Minecraft Xbox One X.
Oh, jeez.
You can't take voxels and blow them up like that. They don't look good.
No.
Sea of Thieves will be crossplay on PC and Xbox. Soulman says Xbox One X pre-orders are sold out on Amazon. Oh, jeez.
Yep, sold out at Best Buy, too.
Went up at 3 o'clock today. I forgot to get in and get it ordered.
It's fast. Assassin's Creed Origins has a new CGI trailer. Skip. Xbox One interface getting a light mode. Yes. The one thing I want to be bright in any interface. Okay.
What the fuck is that guy's name? It's been killing me this whole fucking time.
What are you talking about?
The guy from the DC who's the time traveling NFL player.
Oh. Well, let's look it up. DC
I'm
Comics,
trying to.
Time traveling football player.
I think it made it out.
Booster Gold.
Thank you.
Oh, fuck. That's Booster Gold?
That's Booster Gold. Because I was going to say, just so you know, Nobs, he's the guy in the DC UO who fucking... He gives you the like little collectible information pieces when you go around and interact with his terminals.
Yeah, no, I remember Booster Gold.
Dimebag, tweet, not Twitch, tweet. Thank you.
TW.
I'm on YouTube, so I can't see the link.
Alright, Knobs, whenever you're ready.
Alright. Okay. Ready in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, everybody. We got releases this week for August 21st. Happy Solar Eclipse Day.
Heyo.
Yep.
2017. Don't stare at the sun. Even when it's blotted out, it's bad. Just ask the Advent. Uncharted Lost Legacy for the PlayStation 4.
I heard this is good, but I hear it's sort of maybe a little bit of a shorter experience, like a 5 to 7 hour thing, which is okay. I think it's I think it's cheaper.
I'll probably buy it and never play it.
Yeah, probably.
Because I own all the Uncharted games and I haven't played a single one.
It launches at 40, so that's not bad.
That's not unreasonable.
Yeah.
Oh. The Escapist 2 for PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One.
I get the impression that's pretty similar to the first one, but this one has multiplayer. So if you want to build a prison with your friends.
I still need to play that.
It's supposed to be pretty good. All right, let's move on to news stories, starting with news that isn't pretty good, but is pretty unsurprising. Crackdown 3 has been delayed to spring 2018.
Shocker.
I think it's genuinely shocking because Microsoft doesn't have anything left this year.
Nope.
Except Cuphead. So, like, this isn't very surprising. And honestly, if it makes it so that Crackdown 3 is a better game, then sure, delay away.
Yep.
But come on. I'm really at the point where I kind of don't care anymore.
Yeah. I hope it's for more Terry Crews OVA.
Yeah. I mean, I'd like to consider all of us three members here part of the cult of Crackdown.
Yes.
Where we love the series, and to be honest, it is a case at this point with me personally. If it's a better game, I'm fine with it. I genuinely don't care.
It's just been 4 years since it's been announced. Like, I'm tired. I want it to be out. And if you want to take the time to put Terry Crews in it, knock yourself out. But if you're not putting Terry Crews in for the next couple months, you're going to have a problem.
I just read the next story.
So the next story, Gears of War is getting a shortened, more intense Horde mode called Horde Frenzy. It's half the normal length at 25 waves long, with bosses appearing every 5 waves.
It's too easy, kid.
It's too long still. They're clocking it in at 60 to 90 minutes, which...
Yeah.
It
says if you go on the matchmaking for Horde mode as it is right now, it says the standard 50 wave mode is 60 to 90 minutes, which is the biggest BS pile I've ever read in my life.
Hilarious.
You're in there for 3 hours.
Yeah. Man. I mean, I guess that's a good attempt. But I don't know if you're tucking in Horde mode. I'm not sure that's what people are looking for, especially not this late.
Well, yeah. I mean, we were having a ball until we figured out how to break Horde mode.
Yeah, with your friend Pierre.
Yeah, Pierre.
Never forget.
Miss Pierre.
2016 to 2017, Pierre. R.I.P.
Pierre. Waves 20 to 49. Pierre, no.
You almost made it, little buddy. Next news story. The Blizzard launcher gets rebranded again. It's now BattleNet.
That's what I was laughing about. Because it's what are you doing, Blizzard? Why?
Let's just cause brand confusion for poops and giggles.
Yeah. Basically, they blame it. They basically say, like, we didn't realize that BattleNet stood for the Blizzard network for so many people, and
really?
We didn't realize that you guys would be so upset about it.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, this writing was sort of on the wall when they announced Destiny 2 would be coming to BattleNet, and everyone's like, okay, cool. But also, didn't you just do the thing with your name? Are you doing the other thing with your name? Like, what's happening here?
Yeah. They have no one to blame with themselves. But I find it shocking for someone that for a company that does so well R&D to screw this up like that.
And their marketing is usually flawless. Just leave it alone.
Frostmourne hungers. Bring us BattleNet.
BattleNet has been going on since Diablo 2?
Yeah, so it's like 96?
Something late 90s, yeah. So just leave it. It's been 20 years. It'll be fine. Just say now celebrating the 20th anniversary of BattleNet. We're back.
BattleNet. Old hat is back.
Yep.
Yeah.
And last news story, certainly not least, Recore is getting a definitive edition August 29th, which is just next week. But thankfully, it's free DLC for people who already own the game.
You know what? That's funny because I turned on Gamescom and that's what was on, and I was like, "Oh, why?" And then I turned it right off.
Doesn't anybody care?
I think the biggest thing is there's two big things. One, people may not care about. The second one, maybe. They're finally putting the 5th robot in there, which was basically in the game, but you couldn't collect him, was my understanding. The second big thing is sometime during December, it's going on Xbox Games Pass.
Okay.
So
it looks good.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's probably getting a 4K patch for the Xbox One X.
Come on. It's got to be. It's a Microsoft one. They have to put anything that's got Microsoft in it needs a 4K thing.
There's a lot of games in that list. I was looking at it before we started recording. A lot of games in that list I wouldn't have expected. So there's a lot of stuff that are getting 4K patches.
I can't wait to buy Gears of War 1, the Ultimate Edition remastered for the Xbox One, and have it with its 4K patch.
Gears of War 1 4K.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to questions. First one from T-Bomb Rocks on Discord. With the caliber of phone games seemingly getting better every day, what would it take you for... Let me try that again. What would it take for you to buy the next version of a 3DS or Vita? That's a great question.
Man, it's really game specific for me.
Yeah.
Like if they were still pumping out Metroidvania games for the 3DS, I'd be buying those. I'd buy a 3DS.
Yep.
Now within a second. If they were, the Vita.
Poor little guy.
My Luminous player. It just, I don't know.
That cartridge is fused in that thing now.
Oh
yeah, definitely. For me, it's always been situationally. I bought way back when I got the DS Lite because I had a big commute, and that pretty much continued all the way up. And while I was living in England before I moved over here, I had 3 hours to commute each day, an hour and a half each way kind of thing. And I killed PSP. I played so much Monster Hunter on my PSP because of that commute.
Yeah.
I played a lot of phone games because of that commute. These days, I don't touch phone or mobile games at all, really. I play Marvel Puzzle Quest and I play Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, but I play them while I'm doing other things like chores, because of the Marvel Puzzle Quest less so. But while I'm doing something else, I'll be playing those. I don't have any time where I can sit and play a handheld, especially not when if I do that on the couch, I have an Xbox One sitting in front of me with over 200 games that I need to start.
I mean, if you still had that commute, it'd be an easier sell for something like the Switch. Because you can play Zelda or Binding of Isaac or any of these great games on the go and have that full console experience. But I mean, I'm in the same boat too, where it's like I'm sitting on the couch and I could play my 3DS. And Atlas is still supporting that stuff. Like there's a new Persona Q announced and the Etrian Odyssey 5, and these really great games are coming out. But I also have a really big pile of PS4 games to play and a PS4 Pro. So the experience is so different that I find it hard to pick up a handheld when, like you said, Marvel Puzzle Quest is there and has a ton of content. I'm playing Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, which I'm about 3 years behind on that too. So there's a ton of great content there too. So it's just the handhelds are in this really weird middle ground of I always have my phone on me so I can always squeeze in a couple minutes here, or I'm going to tuck into a game on my PS4 and maybe knock out an hour there. I don't have time for anything else.
But it's also like that age thing where all the TVs are eaten up. When you had a handheld, you could just go off in a corner and play.
Yeah,
that doesn't really affect an adult that way too much anymore. Right. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it's in this weird quagmire that I don't know where. I don't know how we would get out of that. His second question is, what are some games that you know you shouldn't buy but you always do? For me, it's Madden. I get the bug every year, but after about 10 or 15 hours, I just lose interest. EA Access helps.
Yep, switch over to FIFA for that. Join us in our FIFA madness.
Yeah.
For me, it's any game. Literally any game.
Yeah.
And we would, like, I started playing Dying Light this week after owning it for 3 years. Don't get me wrong, when we bought it, we bought the gold edition on super deep sale digitally. But at the same time, I'm not kidding when I say I've got 200 games on my Xbox. I should start.
Yeah.
Like, these are all games that I didn't have to buy, and in probably about 50-60% of the case, I didn't buy them. My wife did, and she has already started playing them. She already enjoys them, so that's less on me. But there is so many games I have bought thinking I'm so excited to play that, and then I don't.
Yeah.
I literally just have it installed, waiting to play.
Knobs holds up a copy of Persona 5. I think for me, it's always EA's golf games. I know they can't capture that same magic of like Tiger 07 or 13 or 10. You know, we were on the every 3 years was a good version cycle. But I know they'll announce another golf game at some point. I will say, okay, I will try dumping $60 into this, and whoops, it's not great.
Mm-hmm.
That's, that's a good one to say like that.
But one version might come out, and that could be the one.
Well,
it already did. Power Star Golf.
Well,
nah, that's such a different experience, though.
It is. I mean, because you're playing against markers the whole time, but you really want to be in that foursome playing with a group of people.
I mean,
and especially with the tournaments and stuff, we could have we were setting up.
Yeah,
that was crazy fun.
I mean, Sony's coming out with another version of Hot Shots Golf, which, maddeningly, they're bringing the Japanese name of Everybody's Golf here to the U.S., which is just crazy. But like that's the PlayStation version of Power Star Golf. So thankfully there's a choice for that sort of semi-arcadey, semi-hardcore. It's like the Forza of golf games. It's not super hardcore and it's not super arcadey. It's right there in the comfortable middle.
I don't think there's any annual games that I really buy.
Assassin's Creed, but I feel like we haven't really been bitten by those too badly. There have been a couple of disappointments, but nothing that's really like, boy, I wish I hadn't bought that. That was terrible, except for 3, I guess, but one black mark. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. I don't buy a lot of, like, Guilty Gear comes out with BlazBlue comes out with basically an annual version of that. I haven't bought that because I don't have the time to...
Yeah, I haven't bought that in a few years either.
I don't have time to play that right now, but... I don't know.
Oh, man, but Z Fighters looks like a hot banger. Oh, my God.
Excited for that to come out.
That will be a game which I will pick up, I will buy it, and I will play it probably twice, love every moment of it, and then not play it for another 6 years.
Yeah, but it'll be good.
Yes, it will be a very good 2 hours.
Maximus Prime asks on Discord, do you think the recent announcement of Crackdown 3 being delayed will affect the sales of the Xbox One X at launch, or will they release it at such a small quantity that they won't feel any negative effect on sales? It totally took my excitement for the console down big time, but I think the Xbox super fans won't care.
No, they won't.
Yeah, I think the majority of people that are going to buy the X at launch are buying it because it's a new powerful console, it's a new Xbox. You know, they're already sort of tucked into the ecosystem, and they want the new Xbox. Which,
yep,
I have a PS4 Pro. I bought it after my PS4 died. And I said, well, why would I buy the lesser? I should just buy the Pro, right?
Yeah.
So I get it, and I don't think Crackdown 3 being delayed. I mean, that's maybe a speed bump where it's like, well, now I have one less game on launch, like one less new game at launch to play on the X that's sort of focused on that console. But I don't think that's going to put it. I mean, it was announced, you know, it went up for pre-orders under 2 hours ago and is sold out. So it's doing pretty well already.
Yeah.
So
yeah, all the people who are planning on buying are going to buy it. I mean, regardless of if anything specific comes out for it. You know, I don't even have a display that's going to work for it anyway.
Yeah. I might have a lead on a used 4K TV, and I'm just sort of like, yeah, you want to sell me that? Because I'll buy that. Give me the 4K.
I desperately need to upgrade my TV as it is right now.
Go buy a Vizio.
To be honest, in my case, it's more a case of, I think my wife actually said this in Discord in response to this, is it's new, it's shiny, it's a video game system, so I like all of those things put together.
Yep.
And then on top of that, if it can load up my massive pile of games installed on that system faster, I will be happy.
Yeah.
Because it's quite frustrating going to the games and apps section on my Xbox, and it's like,
how many do you have installed? Over 200 games.
Exactly.
I'm not saying
that's your own fault.
I am aware of that. I'm not blaming the Xbox One for that. I'm blaming myself.
Kind of sounds like you are.
I'm just saying the X will allow me to continue being a bad person and still be faster.
It's an enabler. I see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's what I like about the X and the PS4 Pro is they have done a really good job of saying, like, look, if you're still playing your games at 1080, like the vast majority of people are, we're going to have it load faster, it'll look better, it'll support HDR if your TV does that, but maybe it doesn't do 4K. You know, you're still going to have a bunch of benefits for Chad is killing me. You're still going to have a bunch of benefits even if you're not running a 4K TV, which I think is incredibly smart of them. All right, let's talk about our last email here from Jake M, aka Mr. Awesome 1132. He says, "Hey guys, here's my question. What games have caused you to totally wreck a controller? Either from anger and frustration or just torque and stress on the game required. I'm asking because I love me some Rocket League and I use the Xbox Elite controller. I can start to feel the sticks finally giving out from the constant pressure I tend to apply while playing ranked play. Get very tense during those matches. I've never ruined a controller out of anger, but have plenty of friends who have. Would love to hear your controller destruction experiences."
I don't think I've ever broke a controller.
Not out of anger. I've never done that.
No.
I've done it just by using it too much. Like, my L2 and R2 are messed up on my old controller from playing Destiny. Like, just that constant shooter control.
I remember taking apart all my controllers in college and taking the cotton swab with alcohol and cleaning up all the connectors at least every summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because about a beer gets spilled on them.
I think before I moved here, I think I had 23 Xbox 360 controllers, roughly.
Okay.
That I had just destroyed through constant use. I mean, I'd say I don't watch TV. I don't. I watch a little bit of Netflix movies here and there. I game. That's my hobby. That is the thing I do. And I destroyed so many controllers just through overuse. I believe it was the very first rendition of the DualShock, the old school DualShock 1.
Yeah.
I think I was playing a wrestling game with my friends in school or college at the time it might have been. And one of them basically spent an entire weekend getting really, really good at the game, including reversals and things like this, and then would stomp me into the ground to the point where I couldn't stand up, I couldn't do anything, I couldn't do a move, and then he would do that annoying thing where he would go get the pin, 1, 2, and then release it deliberately to keep the pain going. And I didn't throw it against the wall, I twisted it.
Twisted it to death?
It literally just shattered in my hands.
Yeah.
I was like, nope, never playing this game with you ever
it's time
again.
to retire the game.
You know what? I do. All right, I have to do this. I didn't personally break a controller, but I was witness to one of my own being smashed. It was we were playing almost every day during football season. We'd have like 3 or 4 guys would come over here, and we'd be playing NBA Jam in between school and practice.
What was this, on the Genesis?
On the Genesis, yeah.
Yeah.
It was Tournament Edition. It was TE.
Yeah.
NBA Jam TE, and I was over here, and like I have played that game. I think my record was like 90 something in 2.
Yeah.
Like on my leaderboard on there, and I would literally was like, okay, because I knew how the game would work, and I would bait them into this every time. It's like, okay, I'm not going to score for the first 2 quarters. Rack up as much as you can.
Yeah.
Knowing that every shot I took from that point on was going to drop.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where I was dropping half quarters and just making it rain. They were getting so mad.
I'm sorry, I have to take a tangent here. Jimbo Jangles in chat just said, I broke an N64 controller by throwing it at a raccoon that got into my parents' basement.
That's a pretty good reason to break a controller.
Yeah.
It wasn't my fault. It was the raccoon.
Well, anyway, I had one of the guys so mad because I kept crushing him, and I think I was the I was playing as the Cavaliers, so I had wasn't Elo, it was Doherty and Price. So I was dunking with Doherty the whole time and just making it rain with Price, and he got so mad that he took the controller and threw it at my stereo. And I had one of those old school like silver heavy tube style stereos in my room.
Yeah.
Because I had my Genesis. Oh man, my room was awesome. It was set up so good. So let's get into this. So my bed's like elongated in the middle of the room. I have a nightstand. I have a little TV stand where I have my 19-inch CRT TV, and the Genesis and everything was underneath it. I had the stereo set to the right, and then on my dresser I had another old, like a really old Sony Trinitron, which was, I think, was like a 30-inch. And I had them, like, I had dual display set up off my Genesis.
Oh, nice.
Because one was off the coaxial and the other one was off the AV cords. So he was sitting here, like, we're not facing each other. Like, I'm sitting here playing on my screen. He's playing on his screen. And all of a sudden I hear, smack! And I'm like, what? Really, dude? And there's my brand new 6-button Genesis controller just shattered. I was like, get out of my house.
Especially a 6-button. Like, dude, we're not friends anymore.
Oh, man. That dude never came back.
Oh, I mean, you smashed a 6-button controller. Get the hell out of my house.
The only thing that would piss people off more in my house was playing me in NHL 94.
Oh, I could see you just destroying in that.
Oh, my God. I miss hockey games.
Yeah.
EA Access.
Yeah, that's true. All right, well, that's all of our questions this week. Thank you very much, everyone, for sending in all of your fantastic and fine questions. If you'd like to visit us, you can do so at tvgp.tv. Email us, tvgpfans@gmail.com. Tweet us at tvgp. Oh, Discord server. It's always a great time. That link and more is on the right-hand side of the page.
Oh, and join us for our game nights. Monday night, 10 p.m. EST, playing Battlefield 1, probably. If I don't lose my mind playing Injustice in the pregame.
If you're still sane.
Thursday night Steam game night, and Friday through the weekend. Just hit us up, and I'm game to play something with them on. With what? Yeah.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. You watch the show live, twitch.tv/1M Network, that video game podcast on YouTube. Don't forget the brand new Game Club game for this month is Shadow Warrior. You can pick that up for pretty cheap, especially if you buy Shadow Warrior 1 and 2. That seems to be on sale as a bundle for pretty cheap recently. And don't forget to become a patron for our Patreon and get cool behind-the-scenes stuff. If you're watching this live, you can hang out with me while I edit later tonight. And there's always an archive, of course, if you can't hang out with me Sunday nights. But that's patreon.com/E1M1. Go help me cover the cost of hosting the show, because it's not cheap. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening. We'll see you all next week.
Laters.
Bye-bye.
I have 6 titles. How about you, Moon?
Right about the same.
That spaghetti squash is eating me up, man. Whew.
Also, you're in the holy light over there all of a sudden. The arc opened.
I'm melting. Yeah.
Hey, no. Do you feel blessed?
Dr. Jones.
Alright, what titles do you have, Moon?
Break out your Lo Wang. Come on.
Veto.
Come on.
Nope.
Beating me to death with a shovel. I just thought that was hilarious.
I have that one too.
HTC is king, because why not get a little promo in there?
Yeah, a little SEO going.
This is So My God, and I can't even remember what that was about.
I don't remember that.
Never Forget Pierre and Cult of Crackdown.
Never
What was
forget
the one?
Pierre.
What was the one? Whatchamacallit? Someone put a few up in chat here.
I probably have some of them. I said, beaten to death with a shovel, shovel face, the luck of my phone, Dr. Moonwalk. I'll give you the scarab, one of my personal ones, favorite ones, Spanish word for dragon, and never forget Pierre.
Well, all right. So he's got Dimebag's got Galactus's nipples.
Veto.
Veto.
Instant veto.
And everything is so DC.
Oh, that one's pretty good. Jimbo Jangles also has HBO Spanish Mouth.
HBO Spanish Mouth.
It's like a Beck song title. I like Spanish word for dragon because I finally got Knobs to laugh hard.
That's my vote.
Alright, I'll circle that one. Alright, starting in 3, 2, 1. This is That Video Game Podcast, episode 513 for August 21st, 2017. Spanish word for dragon?
I need the eclipse.
I was taught French.
Alright, thank you so much everyone for watching. If you're a patron of the $5 plus tier, keep an eye on Twitter and the Patreon links. Hang out with me while I edit tonight. I have 3 episodes to edit tonight, so it'll be, you can watch how I edit the Game Club episodes and figure out where I put that famous quote.
This is insane. Like, look how washed out this is.
And we're going to let Knobs get out of the Ark of the Covenant here. We'll see you all next week. Bye.